item. Why item? What is the meaning of item?
Sir, usually an item is like a singular question or task, or it's like a singular component of a test.
Item is the unit of behavior measuring by the construct. This is clear. Item is the unit of behavior measured by the construct. For example, we are studying industrial safety consciousness. So the industrial safety consciousness is the construct. And item will be the representative of that particular construct. An item will be the unit of behavior. This is clear, or any question? For example, neuron is the unit of nerve. Okay. Like item is the unit of construct. So what is the construct? What is construct? Can anybody tell? In psychology, we are using several constructs. Specifically in organizational psychology, we are using job satisfaction, motivation, organizational climate, organizational health, organizational culture, structure. You know? So
Sir,
what is this? These are all the constructs.
the construct is basically a concept or a theoretical idea that can be measured or observed.
Very good. It is the abstraction of the concept. It is the abstraction of the concept. Okay. So when we will explain the construct, then we have to differentiate the construct from the related constructs. For example, creativity and innovation. Both are overlapping, but there is marked difference between the two. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between creativity and the innovation?
Sir, from what I understand, creativity is like it is the ability to generate an original idea or a new concept. It is like it is mostly focused on the idea stage of things, while innovation is basically the execution part. It involves taking the creative idea and turning them into something tangible that has some value or some impact.
Wow, beautiful. Very good. So the application of the creativity that can be considered as the innovation. Most of the time we are telling that organization is innovative organization. For example, RPRIT is the innovative organization. Why? because RPRIT is constantly doing research and it provides the knowledge based upon the research. Okay. So that is the basic difference between the creativity and the innovation, though they are overlapping with each other. Now, what I have told you, that is our nervous system has the neural network. Okay. I think this is clear to all of you, neural network. Like that, our construct has multiple item network. Do you have any idea about the network? We are telling na social network. Like that, there will be item network. That means some items are related with some specific items. And they may not be related with other items. Okay. Just to imagine our brain system. In our brain, what you will find? That is the neural networks. Some network is very much related to our auditory perception. Some network is related to the visual perception. Like that, when we are talking about the industrial safety consciousness, you have written several key points of the industrial safety consciousness. For example, some items, they are related with the use of helmet. And some items are related with the teamwork. Some items may be related to the safety training. This is clear to all of you. Suppose there are 15 items. 5 items are concerned with the helmet use. And 5 items are concerned with the teamwork for safety management. And 5 items are related with the safety training or safety awareness program. So these 3 phenomena, they are related with each other, but their correlation will not be 0.90. Can anybody tell me why not 0.90? নন্দন ক্লাস নিচ্ছি এখন, একটু পরে করবে, পরে পরে পরে। Because the item network for the specific subconstruct, so they are the subconstruct of the construct. So construct is safety awareness or safety consciousness, and they are the subconstruct. So within the group, for example, the items which are related with the helmet, they are supposed to be correlated highly with each other. Okay, but they may not highly correlated with another set of domain. That possibility is there. We have to find out. Do you have any idea about the Neo personality test?
Yes, sir. It was created by Macri and Costa, and initially it contained three constructs. That is the openness to experience. Openness to experience, neuroticism and extroversion, and the other two was added later.
Okay. Very good idea, Devanjana. Now, you will find the main construct is the personality. And the sub-constructs are open-mindedness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Devanjana?
Yes,
Siddharthi? Okay. Because I have read it long back. So the interesting point is these five subconstructs, they are not related with each other. They are not correlated with each other. They are independent. Okay. Therefore, when we are dealing with the psychometrics, then we have to find out, that is the item network or the group of items. Now I am requesting Farah to present the questionnaire, and you tell me that is in which group it can belong. And that will be considered as the phase validity. Any idea about the phase validity?
sir. Phase validity is that whether or not that each of the items appears to be valid to the experts or not. The exercise that we are going to do, that is seeing the questionnaire and telling whether each of the item belong to a particular construct among the five, is going to be a phase validity.
Okay. For example, if I say, I am very much anxious for the safety training, then this item will be under which construct?
Neuroticism.
Okay. You can tell it is under neuroticism. Very good. and other can tell related to it is measuring the safety training. Okay. Therefore, we have to find out that is whether the item is measuring safety training issue or it measures the neuroticism. Very good. Now, Farah, please you share.
Yes, sir. Can you please make me host?
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Ginia, please you read instruction. Are you here, Ginia?
Yes, sir.
Please read the instruction.
This questionnaire is about the assessment of safe and unsafe behavior in workplace. There are 213 statements. Please read the statements carefully and indicate your answer by following the rating categories in the separate answer sheet given. The rating category indicates your mindset. There is no right or wrong answer. Rating categories: 1 equals to strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 undecided, 4 agree, 5 strongly agree.
Okay, thank you. Now, here you will find out that is the 113 statements. Can anybody tell me why psychology questionnaire has more number of statements?
Sir, at times there are extras to confirm because if one item is indicating towards something, we cannot take it for sure based on just one answer. So we need two or three items measuring the same aspect of a construct.
Okay. That is one point. Any other point?
Sir, as each of the item measures a unit of behavior, and we want to when we are measuring some behavior or any other construct, we want to measure the whole construct. So the larger the item, the more the sample of the behavior will be, and thus our test will become more valid and reliable.
Bah, beautiful. Very good. So Devanjana, so first you read the first statement.
Okay, sir. I think plenty of freedom is more important than good manners and respect for the law.
Next.
I often feel inferior to others. Third, I like to have a lot of people around me. Fourth, I can memorize well. It is difficult for me to keep same interest for a long time because my attention often shifts to something else. I feel that I cannot overcome difficulties. I have a lot of curiosities on intellectual issues. Due to forgetfulness, I have faced many difficulties. I feel happy all things considered. I really enjoy talking to people. I feel
Okay, now
unhappy.
stop. Now stop. So you tell me, that is there are 10 items are there. So can you make any grouping? Any student can tell me any sort of grouping out of these 10 items?
So one grouping can be related to memory, like there are items that focus on memorization and forgetfulness.
So number 4
Number
and
four
number
and number
8.
8.
Okay, very good. Any other?
So socialization can be another grouping, like not so really socialization. Like I often feel inferior to others. I like to have a lot of people around me, like an item number 2, 3, and 10.
Wow, very good. Very good. Now you have understood. So this is called the item network. Okay. So that is based upon researcher's point of view, because we are the researcher. We have developed the statements. Okay. But what is happening within the subject, we do not know. So we have to validate whether our assumption and their assumption is similar or dissimilar. This is the major question of psychometrics. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me that this questionnaire is related to the safety, but why there is no item that is related to the safety?
So that people do not get conscious about giving the answer, and some social desirable answer will be given if the word safety is used again and again. Different other perspectives are used in each of the items, so that the actual attitude or the actual safe or unsafe behavior is assessed.
Very good. Any other? Very nice observation. Because we are psychologists. Okay. So what is the function of psychologist? What we are studying. We are studying the latent phenomena. Okay. Yesterday, Farah has told you that is our logo. One is the Murta, another is Rag, another one is Saraswat. So Murta means just I am reading. I often feel inferior to others. And what is Rag? That is what is happening in my mind, my emotion. And next is the Saraswat. So what is that? That is the harmony of the thought. So if you think that is you often feel inferior to others, then it will be in your rag layer. So three things are there. That is the people who are not very much intelligent. Usually they are at the Murta layer. The people who are relatively intelligent and they are conscious, usually they fall in the rag layer, and finally, the people who inculcated the values inside them. For example, when you study the psychology, this word, at that time, psychology is in Murta layer. But now you are regularly studying psychology, you are developing the culture, you are developing the mastery over psychology. So this is the rag layer. So now you are passing through the rag layer. And when you will finish some PhD work in psychology, then you will reach at the Saraswat layer. So 3 layers of consciousness. Like that, here you will find two things. Number one is the surface meaning. Another one is the latent meaning. So we are psychologists. We are always trying to study the latent phenomena. Okay. So can anybody tell me what is the difference between surface phenomena and the latent phenomena?
Sir, I think the words are pretty self-explanatory. Surface phenomena are basically what is directly observable, like we can uh, observe it without having to find out the hidden factor, whereas latent phenomena, as the name says, it is what is indirectly derived from the result we or the data we collect.
Very good. One side is the observed. For example, I like to have a lot of people around me. Another one is the, what is that? I really enjoy talking to people. Okay. So surface or observed surface level, that is, this individual prefers to talk with the people. And what is the latent? Latent is this, that this individual has the extroverted personality. Okay. So this is the latent phenomenon. Another one is 2 and 11. I often feel inferior to others and I feel unhappy or depressed. Maybe these two are related with each other. Okay. And everything is the researcher's point of view, but not from the point of view of your defined population. I think now it is clear to all of you. Now, here you will find that is, I feel unhappy or depressed, or I have written, I am able to face my problems. I often feel inferior to others. And I think plenty of freedom is more important than good manners and respect for the law. So what is the difference between number 1 and number 2? Statement wise. Always keep in mind that is you are a psychologist, you are applied psychologist. So what is the difference between the two?
So one is a feeling, another is a thought, like the cognitive part, like thinking that plenty of freedom, and both are not similar in any ways. Like one is focusing on the part of freedom, and the other is like how is feeling, like the feeling of the person.
Okay, I am talking about the statement point of view.
So statement as in?
And specifically for your cognitive complexity.
So the first one is really like a complex sentence because it has like even grammatically it has more than one conjoint sentences. So it might take for a person to think a bit before they uh, reply to it or respond to it, whereas I think the second item resonates with a person's feeling more intimately, so the person might actually like resonate with it way quicker than, and the response would be way quicker than it might be recorded for the first item.
Wow, very good. Thank you, Anushka. That means the cognitive factor is most important in writing the statements or writing the items of the questionnaire. Okay. Because if you are thinking too much, then there is high possibility for giving the unreliable data. So there should not be very complex question. Okay. This point is vital. Now my last question is the first question. That is, what is the difference between statement and item? What are the properties in item? Any idea about the item analysis? Have you read item analysis, item difficulty, item discrimination, item guessing?
Yes, sir. I think we have read about it in like very brief.
Very brief. Okay. So here, the basic assumption is that all the items, they are supposed to be correlated with each other to some extent. Okay. They may not be highly correlated, but to some extent, they will be correlated with each other. And that correlation will be significant. Okay. What does it mean? That means some of the items, item responses, that will be correlated with each of the item. When you will find that is all the items are correlated with each other, then you can think that is the sum of the items will be correlated with each item. So whatever my discussion, I think it is clear to all of you. Now I am directly going to the art studio. I have written in the Google Classroom. Please go to the Google Classroom. Anybody has a laptop with Art Studio?
Sir, I think most of us have downloaded it, but personally, I am using the class, like the phone for the class, and my laptop is open for the studio. So
Okay. Sridatri, do you have the laptop now? Because if you practice directly, then you can easily understand. Jinia, Debanjana, Doel, Shalini, Sanchari, Kobir, Afrin.
I think if anybody can share the screen, that will be like better.
So is there anyone having the laptop with Art Studio now? Having network issue. Okay, so you can share. Okay, so I am taking
So
that.
even I am also having two devices. I'm doing the class in another one, and my art studio is open in my laptop.
Okay. But you please follow me so that you can understand. If you have the Google Classroom, please you open your Google Classroom. And go to the art script. Wow. Anushka, now you tell me what is written there.
So the data analysis in R script thing.
Yeah, what is written there?
Okay, so there are 2 points that you have mentioned here. One is descriptive statistics, under which there is install.packages, in bracket there's psych written, library, describe, and I apply.
Okay.
Apply.
So
And
now you will find that this is visible to all of you.
yes, sir.
So this is the Art Studio. Art Studio has own built up the data. Okay. So today I will teach you through its build data, and after that I will give to you the data, and then you will do the analysis. So please you follow carefully. So there is a build data. Build data is empty cards. So here, this is the data. If you want to see the data, then you can write down str bracket empty cards Okay. So you will find out several data are there. And these data are the numeric data. Specifically, some of the data, they are continuous and some data are categorical in nature. For example, MPG. Here you can find out the decimal point is there. The DRAT, that is the decimal point is there. Okay. WT, decimal point is there. QSEC, decimal point is there. That means these data are metric data. It has the metric properties. Again, HP also metric data. You will find the different numeric values are there. Okay. But here you can find out 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 like that. So this is the categorical data. So when the data will be metric data, there we can apply the histogram. And when your data will be categorical data, then you can use the bar plot. Okay. Now I am taking only one data out of it. I am just writing data equal to data is equal to MT cards dollar MPG. Okay. Why it is empty cards dollar? Because empty cards is the data frame. So data frame means there are several variables in that particular data frame. So these variables are called vectors. And I have taken only one vector, that is the MPG out of it. Anushka, what is written next? After the data? Who can read? Anushka, you are not here. Who has the Google Classroom? Hello, am I audible? Hello, Devanjana, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Are you in the Google Classroom?
Yes, sir.
So next is the install.packages. Okay. So this is the package you have to install. Install.packages. After that, there will be the double inverted comma, then psych. So psych will be the package. Okay. Since I have the psych package, so I am not using this package again. But for you, you have to use this package. So I am writing library. I am just calling the psych package now. I am writing library bracket psych. Okay. And after that, I am writing describe. Bracket data. When I have written describe data, then I am getting, that is the number of observation 32, mean, standard deviation, median, trimmed trimmed mean, and the MAD. MAD means median deviation. Mean, MIN, mean means minimum, max is maximum, range 23.5, skewness, kurtosis, and standard error of mean. So all the data you will get.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, when I'm like giving the command as install.packages in bracket within double quotes psych, after
Yeah.
that I'm shown an error
Enter.
message.
After
I
that,
am
enter.
entering. Yes, I am doing that, but after that I am getting one error message that is saying that R tools is required to build R packages, but is not currently installed, and there are some links given. So what should I do?
Okay, then you can go to the tools. Okay. There is tools. You click
Yes.
the tools and then install packages. And there you write down the site. PASYCH. Okay, so this site package is there. So if I click it, then automatically it will install. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can use the tool command. Very good. Good question. So this is clear to all of you. Now there is another thing that is
Excuse me,
the,
sir.
yes.
Sir, if we try to do that install psych, then there is a dialog box coming like, do you want to restart R prior to install?
Yeah,
Like updating loaded packages.
you can restart. You can restart.
Okay, okay, sir.
Psych package basically for the psychological students.
So we have
For
to
the
do that now,
students of
or we can do
psychology.
it later?
Kobi, any
So
question?
we have to do that now, or later we can do it?
You can do it
Because
later on. No
yes, sir,
problem.
because restarting will take time. Thank you.
Okay. Now there is another data we have the data, that is the VS, AM, gear. Another one is the curve. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to find out their position because these 4 are basically the categorical data. Okay. Before that, I can write down HIST, 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 bracket, data. Then enter. So now I am getting the histogram. Okay. This is clear to you? I can write down the index plot. For example, plot bracket data. So this is the index plot. In the index plot, you can find out wherein your data is high and wherein your data is less. So this is the index plot. And where is the data? Is there any data outlier or not? All those things are available here. Now you can write down the box plot. Box plot bracket data. So this is the box whisker plot. Box whisker plot has 5 hinges. This is the minimum. This is first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and this is the maximum. And we find there is no outlier. Okay. And most of the data fall after the Q2. The distance between these two is high in comparison with this distance. And this is called the interquartile range. Okay. This is called the interquartile range. That is the difference between Q1 and Q3. This is the range, not the difference. It is the range from Q1 to Q3. This interquartile range is vital for your analysis. Box size also important for your analysis. Now I am creating one data frame. Data 1 equal to data 1 equal to data dot frame. Then empty cards dollar VS, comma, empty cards dollar AM. So I have done the data frame. And these two are basically the categorical data. For the categorical data, we can find out the frequency distribution. So when there will be the data frame and you want to find out the frequency distribution, then you have to write down Laplace. Laplace means least apply. L, A, P, P, L,
Sir,
Y, yes.
Sir, what is the utility of the last thing you wrote? Data 1 equals to data that one?
Yeah, because these data are the categorical data. They are not metric data. Okay. So for that reason, I want to find out the frequency distribution. I do not want the mean, standard deviation, etc., because they are the categorical data. So I'm writing data 1, comma, table. Then there will be the bracket. Now I am writing. So this is the frequency distribution. 0 is 18, 1 is 14 for the VS. And for the AM, it is 19 and 13. So when there will be the list of the categorical variables, then you can extract the frequency distribution. If it is a text data, you can analyze the text data by using this command. Okay. Now, do you have any question? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there is a final one. Farah has written for you. It is very interesting. Again, I am going to the data. Where is the metric data is there? There I am writing multi dot hist. Multi dot hist, then data. After that, I have to write down density equal to true. Okay. So now you can find out that is the histogram and the normal distribution. Whether your data follows the normal distribution or not. So this is the density plot. Okay. And this is your histogram. Now you can find out that is how your data follows the normal distribution.
Sir, it is showing error in multi.hist data comma density equals to t. Could not
Yeah.
find function multi.hist.
You have noted multi.hist.
Yes, sir, but it is showing like could not find function multi.hist.
Have you opened the library? Library psych. Please do write down library psych. Possibly you have not opened the library psych.
So library site is in where it is, sir.
Just look at it. I have written library bracket psych. Psych is the package.
Okay, sir,
Okay.
got it.
So if you write down library psych, then multi.hist will come. Now, if you want to get the pie chart, then you can write down pie bracket table bracket. This is in data $1 empty cars BS. So now you can get the pie chart. Or you can do the bar plot. Because they are the categorical data. Okay. You can change their color. Comma COL equal to C bracket 2 comma 4. You can change the color. So that it will be very much visible to you. I think now it is clear to all of you. Or
Yes, sir.
any question. Please you, whatever things I have done, you apply on your data. On your data means actually your own laptop. If you have any question, you can ask me. So all things are
Sir.
available.
Sir, if
Yes.
we want to input any data, then how can we do it?
Oh, that's a very good question. So now I can input the data. Okay. For example, I can write down X is a vector. I am creating the vector and write down scan. Okay. After that, there will be one bracket. Visible to all of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, Devanjana, you tell me one number. Whatever the number comes to your mind.
40.
40. Next, anyone? I cannot see you.
52.
52. Very good. Next,
63.
63. Next,
41.
41. Next,
23.
23. Next,
72.
72. Next,
84.
84. Next,
21.
21. Next.
32.
Next.
54.
Next.
76.
Next.
89.
Next.
42.
Thirteen present today.
No, sir.
Okay. Now I am writing some number. 42, 45. I am taking this thing. So after 15, I am writing this 16. I am not giving any input. So it is written, read 15 items. If I want to see what is written in the vector, so I am getting the 15 items. How can I know? I can write down in row, bracket, X. Sorry. Small x. Okay. So I am getting the result, 15. Now I want to get the descriptive statistics. I have written describe bracket X. X is the vector. Okay. So 15 observation is there. Mean is 52.27. Standard deviation to 20.9. Median 50. Trimmed mean 51.85. Now here you can find out that is the mean and trimmed mean. They are very close to each other. And the median is 50. MAD is 19.27. Minimum 21, maximum 89. Range is 68. Skewness 0.26. Kurtosis minus 1.17. Standard error 5.4. Now I can do the histogram. HIST. Hist. Bracket X. I want to make it color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can write down COL equal to C 1, 2, 7. Enter. So I'm getting the multiple parts. Okay. So this Art Studio is the interactive. It can interact with you. This is clear to all of you? Any question? So you please practice at home. Okay. I will give some assignment and you will practice at home. If you want to get all the data, then you can write down describe bracket empty cards. So this is the data frame of the empty cards, and you will get all the data, mean, standard deviation, etc., etc. I think there is no other question. Is there any question? Okay, no question. Sridatri, Anushka,
Yes, sir.
whether all the students have understood? No, sir, no question. Okay, thank you. Okay, good night. Tomorrow again we'll sit together.
Okay, sir. Thank
And
you,
please
sir.
complete the assignment. Whatever the assignment I will give you, tonight you will complete.